In a surprising turn of events, Sony is now facing a massive lawsuit over the PlayStation Store prices. We're talking about a staggering £6.3 billion, which is around $7.9 billion. Let's unpack what this means for PlayStation and, more importantly, for us gamers. This lawsuit, brought to light in London, alleges that Sony abused its dominant market position, leading to unfair prices for customers. Nearly 9 million people in the UK who purchase digital games or content through the PlayStation Store are represented in this lawsuit. The case, spearheaded by consumer advocate Alex Neil, claims that Sony's requirement for digital games and add-ons to be exclusively sold through its PlayStation Store, along with a 30% commission charged to developers, resulted in higher prices for us, the consumers. While Sony's lawyers have dismissed the case as flawed from start to finish, the Competition Appeal Tribunal has given it the green light to proceed. However, they've stated that purchases made after the lawsuit was filed in 2022 won't be included in the claim. This is a significant development and could have huge implications for Sony and the digital gaming market. If the lawsuit succeeds, it could mean a big win for consumer rights. But what does it mean for the future of digital game pricing? And how will this impact Sony's upcoming releases, like the much-anticipated PS5 Pro? With the PS5 Pro on the horizon and a controversial $600 price tag, this lawsuit adds another layer to the conversation about the value and cost of gaming. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think this lawsuit could change how Sony and maybe other gaming giants price their digital content? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Let's try to unpack all of this from a legal standpoint. In legal cases such as the one Sony is facing, there are several aspects to consider. The lawsuit accuses Sony of abusing its dominant position in the market, which is a significant claim. The outcome will largely depend on the specifics of the case and how the court interprets Sony's actions in relation to competition law. Courts typically look at whether the dominant position was abused in a way that harmed consumers or stifled competition. The 30% commission that Sony charges developers and publishers for using the PlayStation Store is a standard rate in the digital marketplace, shared by other major platforms like Apple's App Store and Google's Play Store. Whether this standard practice is deemed unfair or anti-competitive could have broad implications across the digital economy. A key part of the lawsuit is whether consumers paid higher prices due to Sony's policies. Demonstrating this impact could be pivotal in the case. If the court finds that consumers were harmed by Sony's practices, it could lead to significant repercussions for the company. Sony's response to the lawsuit, describing it as flawed from start to finish, suggests they believe they have strong grounds to defend their position. Their defense strategy and how they justify their pricing and market practices will be critical. If Sony loses the lawsuit, it could mean a substantial financial hit and might force them to change their business practices on the PlayStation Store. It could also set a precedent affecting other digital marketplaces. A win for Sony, on the other hand, could reinforce the status quo in digital platform market practices. In conclusion, while it's impossible to predict the outcome, the case against Sony is part of a larger global conversation about digital marketplaces, competition, and consumer rights. It's a complex issue that extends beyond just one company or industry. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this story and all things gaming. We'll keep an eye on how this lawsuit unfolds and what it means for our gaming wallets. Until next time, this is Ashley signing off.